Are Royal Giants getting in the way of your cycle deck? Add a Mini Peka! Hey guys, it's Ash coming at you today with a Royal Giant Stopper deck. It's actually going to be a new version of the Cycle deck, and if you don't have the Princess card, not to worry, we're going to go ahead and play a match or two at the end of the game at around 3,500 cups, showing just how effective the Archer can be in that spot as well. So let's go ahead and discuss the deck otherwise. So we'll put the Archer in there, and let's go ahead and discuss every single card in the deck and its utility. So the Goblin card is a great card defensively and offensively in combination with the Hog Rider, and the Skeletons are the same way. The Skeletons have great distraction capability on defense, and you can use them with the Hog Rider as well offensively. If you can get the Hog Rider and Skeletons to a tower, as you'll see, it can be a lethal combination. We're going to go ahead and use the Minion Horde. Now, you could use Minions if you want to go ahead and make the deck cheaper. I prefer Minion Horde in this deck, and Mini Peka really is going to be the Royal Giant Stopper because everybody seems to be playing Royal Giant. We'll go ahead and use the Mini Peka as a great solution to that. Obviously, the Zap spell, my favorite spell and favorite card in the entire game. That's going to combo really well with the Hog, and defensively, we have the Cannon. Let's go ahead and start out with a replay or two, and then we'll go ahead and move on to a live match using the Archer in place of the Princess. Honestly, I love the Princess card. It's actually fantastic, especially against Minion Hordes, and even though no one plays the Skeleton Army at this level, it would be good against those really small hit point mass units like that. But I gotta be honest with you, I've actually played a few variations of this deck, and I really like the way the Archers fit in the deck in that Princess role as well. They're actually really much better than the Princess card against these power decks that you're seeing some of as well. So let's go ahead and start with a Royal Giant replay. That way we can see how this deck does really well against these Royal Giant decks. So this Royal Giant deck that this WWWWW is playing here is going to be a very popular variation. It's actually very similar to the variation that I brought you guys just yesterday or 2 days ago now, one of my favorite Royal Giant decks, but this deck is really good against it. So I played the Minion Horde against the Royal Giant because I did not have the Mini Peka available at the moment, and the Minion Horde is a very great card against Royal Giant, but against a Princess like that at the same time, it's a pretty tricky combination. You have to make sure you place the Minion Horde right after the Princess fires, that way they have enough hit points to withstand one blow and then do all their work by the time the Princess gets the second shot off on them. So you can see here I have the Peka. Now, the Peka not only is an awesome defensive card, but it has great synergy in this type of deck. Basically, you can use the Mini Peka with the Hog as kind of like a double combo when you know your opponent doesn't have a heck of a lot of elixir available. Now, when you're coming at the opponent with a Mini Peka and a Hog and you have the Zap spell ready, that can be absolutely devastating for the opponent. So here I'm going to go ahead and play a Princess, just trying to keep him on his toes here. I don't want him to build up another strong offensive with the Hog Rider or the Royal Giant, so I want to keep poking away at that right tower. Here comes the Hog Rider, followed by the Goblins there. I'm going to go ahead and place that cannon. It was placed a little bit too late. I used a Zap spell to buy me a little bit of time, and the Mini Peka and the Zap spell and the cannon end up doing a good job on that Hog there. So at this point, again, I'm able to get that Hog and the Mini Peka to that left tower. Really, really successful. And you can see at this point in the game, I am pretty much golden in this match here. I have one tower down to 42 hit points, the other one down to a few hundred. I'm going to focus on the right tower at this point and just kind of take my time. You can see I'm going to go ahead and take down that Princess in the left-hand lane. Important because I know you guys aren't necessarily all in Legendary Arena, and you might not be going against Princesses on the reg. So if you do, once you do go against a Princess, it's very important to know that in order to take her down, you have to go ahead and make sure she targets your tower first, and then you can deploy something as simple and small elixir cost as a skeleton, as I did there, to take her out as soon as she targets your tower. You don't want to make sure you don't place those defensive units before the Princess targets the tower, then she'll just clean them out. So you can see here, I was able to take down the right tower, and at this point, there's only 20 seconds left, and things are looking really good. I placed the Mini Peka along with a bunch of goblins and skeletons there, they're able to get to the crown tower, and I'm able to finish off with a nice 3 crown victory. Man, I love these cycle decks. They're my favorite, and I love the Mini Peka in the deck now. It really makes a lot of sense. It adds a lot of versatility to the deck, and it also adds a really strong punch offensively if you're able to go ahead and do so. So let's go ahead and show another replay here before we go ahead and make that swap and play a match or two with the archers. Hopefully we'll win. We'll bring you the result, win or lose, as I always do. So we're playing against a Lava Hound deck here, so it'll be interesting to see what place the Lava Hound finds in the game. I'm curious to hear if you guys have gotten the Lava Hound card yet. Obviously, it's available in Arena 4 Pekka Playhouse, so I'm curious to see if you guys have gotten the Lava Hound yet, and if you have you used it? Have you had success with it? Have you been trying it out? Honestly, I just got the Lava Hound today, and it was in a giant chest, no less, so really lucked out there with the Lava Hound in the giant chest. So anyway, you can see here at this point, I'm going to go ahead and stop the Lava Hound with the Minion Horde. The Minion Horde does really well against the Lava Hound, and the Lava Hound doesn't do a lot of damage. So you saw there that there was a baby dragon and a Lava Hound on my left tower. I didn't panic. I made sure they both targeted the tower before I dropped my troops. I mean, that's really elementary stuff. It's simple stuff, but you always want to make sure the troops target your tower or target your defensive unit before you start dropping those low hit point units, as I discussed earlier. You can see I'm playing this one, by the way, in double speed because I'm anxious to get those archers in there and show you how effective this deck can be with the archer card as well. But you can see I was able to take down both of the towers basically using that same combination of the Pekka, the Mini Peka, and the Hog. I mean, the Mini Peka has found an amazing home in this deck. I gotta tell you guys, having this cycle deck, my old cycle deck cost 2.9 elixir per average deck cost, and this one is only 3, so only 0.1 differential to add that Mini Peka. The Mini Peka is great because it's a fast-moving troop, and you can actually use, in a strange way, you can use the Hog to tank for the Mini Peka, because the Mini Peka actually is a little bit less hardy hit points-wise than the Hog is. So always drop the Hog before the Mini Peka when you drop your troops if you're going to combo them. So you can see here we're hopping into a live match. I did upgrade my archers. I had enough gold there, so might as well carry the level 11s in. We are playing another level 10, Mr. Darling, and he's pretty high in cups, so let's see what he's playing here. Let's be a little bit aggressive out the gate because we had that cannon down defensively. So let's go ahead and zap. This is going to be really, really great here. The Hog's going to get a few hits on. Okay, there we go. So we took off about half of the tower hit points just in that very first push, and you can see he probably has a little bit more elixir than I do right now, but we're poised to defend pretty well. So he's coming at me pretty heavy here, so I'm going to have to drop the Minion Horde, take down some of the hit points off those 2 knights. He does get a hit or 2. I'm going to go ahead and place the goblins on this princess, stop her from doing her thing there. A little early on the goblins there, but everything worked out okay. Goblins obviously can withstand 2 hits, as can minions off a princess. So let's go ahead and reload on the elixir a little bit and try to catch him at an elixir disadvantage. So let's go ahead and do the Mini Peka and the Hog. I'll have the zap spell ready to go, and he places down a Pekka. So he's playing a power deck here. So I'm going to zap, get an extra hit on that tower, and my Mini Peka is going to go down. I'm going to have to go ahead and defend here. The Pekka is only at about a quarter hit points though, so let's go ahead and drop a cannon and then quickly drop these skeletons. The idea here, obviously, dropping the skeletons against these decks works really well. I want to lure the troops, pull the troops into the center of the map. That's obviously the goal using the goblins and the skeletons. So let's go ahead and, so that was a good defensive hold on our part. Let's go ahead and regain some elixir here. He's going to come at me with the princess. I might as well test and see if he has the arrows up at this point. If he doesn't, then I can get in there. Okay, he does. So I have the zap ready to go, as you can see. I'm going to follow up with a Hog and a zap, get another hit or 2 in there. I might be able to take this tower down here. Let's see if I can do it. There it is. Okay, so the right tower is down. Gonna go ahead and place the cannon. Why do I keep saying press? I don't know. Okay, again, I'm gonna lure and pull the troops into the center here. Gonna place the goblins far, far away. I want to make sure I keep the troops coming. I'm gonna place the minions here on the board. Gonna go ahead and take out this princess with some skeletons. Oh boy, real quickly here. Okay, so now we're okay. We're gonna reload with the cannon, and he's coming at me with a Pekka and an Ice Wizard. I'm not too worried about that. I'm going to go ahead and Minion Horde again, and then Zap Spell. And this is why the Zap Spell is my favorite card, guys, because it's so great defensively and offensively. Not only is it an awesome combination when my Hog or my Mini Pekka gets to a tower, but obviously defensively, it can just buy you that 1 or a little bit over 1 second that it stuns the targets. It can buy you that extra time to do some extra damage, and also makes targets retarget, which can in turn make them easier to distract with either troops or defensive units. So guys, let's go ahead and open this giant chest that I've been sitting on here. Let's see if we have anything good. A mirror card, not bad. I'm interested in getting some fire spirits. There they are. I'm trying to level up my fire spirits, try to include them in my next deck. Guys, thanks for hanging out. We're going to go ahead and end it here over 10 minutes. Thanks for hanging out all the way till the end. I really appreciate you taking the time to spend a little time with me playing Clash Royale. Guys, thank you so much, and as always, take care.
We don't play for fame, we don't play for cash. We just play for the glory and the clash of the ash.